Welcome to our show, Raw. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, yeah, thank you.
I want to ask you a question.
Oh, yeah,
First, I want to ask you, what's your name?
my name is Anton.
Antoine. Uh, where you from?
I'm from Russia,
What part of Russia?
Moscow.
Moscow. How is it in Russia? How's the school system?
Oh, dude, the school system is really like it's old education system, like tough machine. Like everybody study like a lot of stuff. Like so you are
Stuff like what?
like whatever stuff like physics, art, a lot of like schools of mathematics, physics, and because in Soviet Union, the most cool people it was like people who make rockets and shit, so
Interesting.
yeah, so like in the Soviet, the most sexy guy was like scientist, like
I
or
like that.
engineer,
I like that. I like that.
engineer, like not fucking football player, not an actor, fucking engineer, so so yeah, and now there's not so many science going on in Russia, but like still going on a lot, but but still a lot of big, very powerful schools of physics and mathematics, and
May I ask you?
and many people like go there, then they like turn to business, but they still go for that schools because it's like you are badass if you graduate with one.
What do you do?
Oh, I do a bunch of shit.
Oh no, I mean really. What bring you out here to Hollywood?
Okay, I came here to be an animator. I spent like my last 6 7 years just being animation, like character animation, digital animation, like stuff like whatever for the feature films, for TV shows.
What experience did you go through when you came to Hollywood? Where did you live?
Oh, at first so when I just came to Los Angeles, I moved to California. I lived for a few days with one guy in, I guess it was Orange County, and it was like amazing time. It was like like you are living in like heaven, like palm trees, like it's vacation, like it's a time. And but the guys was like all day playing in video games, and I was like, okay, and they were really cool, and I decided, no, I'm going to Hollywood. So I just opened the Craigslist and just put something like I'm looking for a place, and first call was, hey, like some crazy guy with this crazy voice, like, do you want to live in a like Jimi Hendrix rehearsal studio? And I was like, no way, like Jimi Hendrix rehearsal? Jimi Hendrix lived there? Yeah, like, like, okay. And then I came to the spot, and it was like the shittiest place you can get in California. It's like a old rehearsal studio that people they treat it really like in a dark, and like it's a rock and roll, but it's like kind of very weird, and there was like small room with no windows, and I'm like, no way I'm gonna stay here, but I didn't know where to go else, and it was like really cheap rent in the middle of Hollywood. So I stayed there, and that was like just just crazy three
What did he
months
say to you to convince you to stay there? I mean, what made you?
Oh, they were actually really. I don't know. I was pretty still excited about, California. There was like a lot of rockers, like all these kind of bands that like trying to make it, but still not make it.
How long did you stay there?
3 months.
And then after that, where'd you go?
then I lived with one of the guy from the studio because I thought he's the only one guy who's not crazy, and we lived in uh, I got a lease. Oh, that was a story. So
Tell me what happened with the old guy, the weird guy. Tell me that story.
with the old guy. Oh, that story. Okay. So it's like you will never see anywhere story like that except in Hollywood. Here. I was lived in Long Beach, and I tried to move to Hollywood because at that time I lived in also in not very pleasant place to live. So I tried to move from there as soon as possible. So I was looking for any opportunity to just move, and I just found a. I
You found
Yeah, I found on the Craigslist. I found on the Craigslist opportunity that someone looking for a roommate that will walk with his dog, because he's an old man. And I was like, and I called him and like, hey, like, what's up? And he like, or even he called me and like. And he started to like, hey, you are looking for a room. I have a room for you in West Hollywood. And I was like, all right, this sounds good. And like he kind of like come to my place, and I'm
he
like,
came to your place?
he's like saying that I need to come to his place.
Mm-hmm.
And but before I came there, but before we go to see apartment, he for some reasons asked me to have a dinner with him, and he said that he's paying for a dinner, and and I was like, that's weird, kind of. I was like, but all right. And then he was like talking all this stuff like I had fuck you money. I had a lot of fucking money. I don't have now, but like, but I'm still like living pretty good, you know. Like, it was like rich wife, you know, can't complain. Just a lot of fucking money, you know.
And then what happened?
That's how I learned this expression. Yeah. So then I went to see this apartment, and I see that it's just like a living room. My room is just separated part of the living room with the like kind of curtains or carpets, you know, or whatever, and it looks like kind of strange, and it's kind of messy all over, and he's saying like, oh, you know, the cleaner girl comes like every 2 weeks, you know, and then he like say like, okay, let's go to my room. He showed me the room, and then we hear amazing truck or what. Garbage truck.
This is raw. And
This is raw.
We do everything raw.
Raw.
That's right. We hear the trash truck, we hear the dogs, we hear the neighbors, we hear everything. Everything here is raw.
Yeah. This T-shirt also raw and and
We'll wait till the truck drives away.
Yeah, and I'll try to figure out what's next part of the story. So
okay, the sleeping part. Did you take the apartment?
Yeah. So okay, so it was like kind of weird because I lived there at that time in Long Beach, which is 2 hours away from that place, and it was already late night, and he said like, do you want to just stay here and sleep on that couch? I said, yeah, okay.
Well, he didn't have a room. I thought he had a room for him.
Yeah, he has a room, his room.
His room. So you was going to rent his room.
No. He was saying that I will rent a small room, but there is another guy living at this moment.
So, otherwise, he couldn't rent that room because another guy was in there.
Yeah, he couldn't give me a time to sleep in.
So, where you end up sleeping?
So I end up sleeping in his room, on the bed next to him.
Oh my goodness! And what happened then?
He started to talk to me, and like,
How did this guy look like?
oh yeah, how this guy looked like. So like, okay, let's take for example this chair. He couldn't fit in this chair. You know, like his butt would just not like fit in this.
He's a very big guy.
Yeah. But he was also really tall and really fat. Like
How tall was he?
he was probably my height.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like Asian and like kind of look.
A
You
tall
know?
Asian?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
interesting.
this is raw.
So Anton, so you decided to stay with this guy the whole night? And how was it?
That was, and so then he said, okay, I'm gonna sleep, but I need to put my respirator mask. And so oh yeah, before that while we were like talking, he just take his pants off. You know, he was staying laying on his bed.
Right.
And I'm like, why you are like took your pants off? I don't feel like kind of it's cool. And he's like, yeah, but you know, like, and he's laying like kind of like that, you know, like and like he's fucking fat, you know, like just like, and I'm sorry, yeah, so so and he's like, because this is my place and I want to just see how, you know, we are fit to each other or not, you know, like you know, like just, you know, you see me in my, you know, like in my
Underwear.
yeah, like it's there is a
Speedos, boxers, right?
yeah, you know, he said that it's like a wisdom if you can sleep together, like not exactly like together, but like in same room, like for a night, you can, like, you know, deal with each other, you can trust each other.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
That
So, did you sleep then?
so I sleep just on
You
bed.
did you feel comfortable sleeping?
No.
So,
What's the smell? Oh, you can.
how did you sleep? I mean, how did you sleep? What did
I was just like laying like that and just like ready to fight, you know, like.
Did you have one eye open and one eye closed?
Like, you know, like you're like, you know, like you know, like.
So what
And,
happened?
but I was like, damn, like that's.
Did you ever go
horrible.
to sleep at all?
Yeah, and then he's like, just imagine, like, so he you know, he went to sleep, you know, on his bed. I was on mine, and I was like just laying, and on the bed, and he was in his like mask, you know, like.
Oh, so he had a mask. Okay.
And I'm
It was creepy.
that's so fucking. And like do.
So okay,
I am
okay.
your
After
father.
that, what happened?
After that, so I like slept there at night, and like then he said like, oh yeah, and like he was also always telling that he's gay, and but I'm not in his taste, you know, like.
Okay. Then after that, what did you do then? How long you stayed there?
So I stayed there only one night.
Okay. And then after that, where'd you go?
I came back to that place I been before in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Stayed there for a little longer with a crazy guy from like the damn, I don't want to say it on the camera. Like,
What I want to ask you, you can say what you want. This is raw.